Welcome back. We are here. We're back for round number 5 coming up. So exciting. We're it's sort of the pointy end of the day, which
Yeah.
is nice. In fact, we have a look at our standings. We just saw Vi or Volty win.
Yep.
So she and Chifley are our 2 4-0s. Probably both looking for a couple handshakes into the top 8.
Yeah, so this is the penultimate round.
Yep.
So a handshake for both these two locks them up for top 8.
Yes.
It gets complicated from standings position 3 onwards.
Yeah, so Kyle's 3-0-1. So he basically has a win then, yeah, undefeated, on Esper. Brooksy there is on Mardu, 3-1. JD's on Blue Moon. That number 6, that's Raymond, 3-1 on Grixis. Freya is on Demir Moons. Paris in 8th on Esper as well. Michael Billinghurst on Blue Moon. And then Rowan Millers and number 11 there is Aiden. They're on Blue Tron and then Eldrazi respectively, and Richard's on Storm. So those are our sort of top end. And then
Top 12 matchup spread.
shout out to Will, who's also undefeated at 2-0-2.
Yet to be beaten.
Uh,
You can't slay him.
yeah.
Simply cannot. Go down to the...
So on the top row is a good start. Soul Ring on turn 2 or turn 1, it looks like, is
there's no way of knowing.
pretty good. But for Aiden, that's a very powerful land that's in play there.
Both powerful openings. No idea what Aiden's land to the left is. It's
It's green.
is it?
Oh, you know what
Looks
that is?
gold.
Oh, you know what? That's one of the Edge of Eternity's lands.
Yes.
Now we get to work out which one it is. Is that?
Meanwhile, an Urza Saga is being sacrificed to search for a mana bolt. Go from one mana source to 4. Both players playing with rocks that make them more colorless mana.
Yeah, both of these decks, sort of colorless based decks. Eldrazi mostly mono green but with colorless, and then Bluetron is blue but colorless.
Yeah.
So a lot of colorless lands in
So they're
these
both
decks.
air quotes mono, not exactly mono colored. It
Yeah,
is mono colored, but
yeah.
it's splashing colorless.
yeah,
Which
yeah,
still
yeah.
means it's monocolored. As we try and find out what this land to the left, it doesn't look like it's an ancient tomb.
Yeah, so
It could be a fast.
a lot of fast mana, and then the One Ring on
Oh,
turn
mana
3.
leaf.
It's very good.
And impulse with the extra mana from Soul Ring. Actual impulse, not a consult the star charts.
No, actual factual impulses.
There's no way it's a Lotus Field. That can't be right. Whoa, maybe?
No.
Sorry, I'm a little peek behind the curtain as I never learned how to think internally. I just say whatever's coming out of the brain. But a impulse has resolved. Looks like it's over that's a Sturgo for Aiden though.
Yeah, Abstergo there. You do get so much value out of the colorless lands in these decks. That's
Yeah.
kind of the appeal, is there's a lot of really strong colorless lands.
Yeah, they do heaps. And an Urza's land now.
Yep, that'll be his tower.
First blood for Rowan as the Mana Vault. Mana Vault?
Yep.
Yes, Mana Vault deals Aiden 1 damage. Win condition unlocked.
I think that might be an Eldrazi temple. Yeah, that is Eldrazi temple.
Eldrazi Temple, there you
We
go.
got there eventually.
Aiden's got heaps of mana.
Lighted halfling
Delighted halfling.
off.
This is hard, guys.
A land.
A land that produces green mana, at the very least. What, is that a second Urza's land? Holy guacamole. He might actually do it.
I think that might be a factor. You know, there's no way of knowing. Oh boy.
What is that card?
Oh, that's yeah, that's a really sweet one. That's Portent of Calamity.
Oh.
We'll bring that one up for you.
This is a card I've played against like once. That's a Tinker! That got a point. Tinker and
So
Washington's.
This card has so many words on it.
Oh, you need a...
But the answer is you reveal cards, X cards. So I think we cast it for 5, I believe. Yeah, we cast it for 5. So you reveal 5 cards. You get to put a card of each type into your hand. So we got an artifact, a sorcery, and a planeswalker.
Yep.
But if you reveal 4 or more types, you can cast one of them for free.
Okay.
So the goal here is to hit like a sorcery, an instant, a land, and a giant creature. And cast the creature for free.
Artifacts are plenty in here, so you get like a lot of types.
Yeah, I mean, that was a 6-mana draw 3, which doesn't sound that great, but
but it's sometimes
it's way better than that. Tezzeret.
Also, it's good to just use your mana sometimes.
Yeah, it's a good mana sink in your deck that produces a heap of colorless mana.
The Cruel Captain. Here he is.
This card does so much.
Yeah.
So many words on this card.
Yep.
Like untap a mana vault. So it was free, basically.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. What is he going to do with all that mana? 4 colors mana? Casting a Khan. That's good in this matchup.
Yeah, that's
real good.
Notably as well, Rowan revealed his Khan last turn.
Yeah. Rowan can play his Khan and turn off some stuff. So they both will have Khan in play and do a lot of nothing.
Yeah, correct.
And then you have to give advantage to Aiden with the Delighted Halfling, obviously.
Just the halfling chipping away at the ground.
And then we have to look into each of their sideboards for cards that...
Oh, Mystic Forge is a nice one.
That one gets around Khan as well, because you're just playing stuff.
Yeah, you can't
You have
activate it.
activated ability, but you can't use it, but that's fine.
Yeah, it's not really the main thing. You're mostly interested in the future sight. And instead, Rowan's going to have a think. The other thing is Rowan has Tinker.
Yeah.
That's usually a pretty good place to start as well.
Yeah, but what artifacts?
What
Let's have a
artifacts
look.
are there? Sundering Titan's a big one.
Is
We
it?
saw Planetarium of Wan Shi Tong, but that's in the graveyard now.
Yeah.
Extinguisher Battleship?
What does that card do?
I don't know, but it sounds expensive.
It sounds really
No,
cool.
man, it's-
Oh, that's an
the giant
artifact spaceship. Oh, look at that. We've got to get that on the screen.
That's probably actually, that might be the thing. Destroy a non-creature permanent, deal 4 to each creature. So you get to blow up like the Khan and the Delighted Halfling.
That seems good.
Okay, so we're having 3 mana at the moment. And then
Get rid of the Seal Synod or the... we're getting rid of the Seed.
yeah,
Keeping the Soul Ring. Spirit of the game.
yeah, of course.
As we... Someone else have a little... It's probably... Yeah, Extinguisher Battleship.
There it
This
is.
card, very
The
exciting.
battleship. The battleship.
Yeah, Battle Cruiser magic.
Yep. It's really unfortunate that Rowan's land was an artifact. Because if he had a land drop here, he could play the Khan.
Yeah. Oh, well.
But, we're just going to sacrifice a map instead. That's pretty good, too.
And then play a...
Only some pretty sweet lands you can get.
Surely. If it's an island...
Like
I will.
Urza's... the one that's all land types. All land types. The one that turns on the Urza land.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
Pretty good, if that's in the deck.
Urza's cheap. Oh, no. Or just like the tower. That's all right, too.
That's power plant, but yeah.
Power plant, tower...
No, that might be mine. Tower's definitely the one that was already in play.
And he has played a land. He played the Sea of the Sun.
Yeah, played the Save the Sun. So can't play it this turn. Still has to deal with the Tezzeret, but the Tezzeret's very artifact focused. Gonna take 1.
Yeah, take 1, mate.
Plus the Tezzeret can untap that, which is
Yeah.
pretty good.
Worth noting, no Khan in play, so Aiden gets to have a turn.
Aiden gets to have a pretty nice turn.
So what are we doing here, Aiden? You gotta do something quick because Khan is good against you too.
Yeah.
So what's the play?
Yeah, this is kind of your last turn to do something big and splashy, you have to think, before you have to deal with the Khan.
or do something that puts pressure into play on Khan. So some sort of big creature.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to look. I don't typically play these types of decks, so I don't know any of the lines. So I'm very excited. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just excited to see what happens.
Yeah. And as we obviously expertly know, that is an Eldrazi temple, now to the right of the landscape. So
Yeah, just don't ask us what the land next to it is.
playing like a random Eldrazi could be good. You know, attack the Khan and also it's
Well,
doesn't care about it.
I got news for you. There are a lot of random Eldrazi in this deck.
Oh yeah. We cast that's Amrakel the Promised End. Is that good?
Well,
I've got a Seeker to the Stupor at the top of the hand there.
that
A
is.
card I have no idea what that is. Drua Island. Ugin.
The Singing Stupid, that's a Stern Scolding. Island, Stern Scolding.
Soporific Springs.
Yeah.
A Khan. And
Oh, that's the. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's an Ugin. Ugin, the new Ugin, the Storms one.
the
And then
Ugin.
the
That's a Stern Squad, of course.
the one next to it is Darksteel Foundry, I believe. Monolith.
Yeah. Monolith.
This card's. This is the other card that you can tinker into play.
Oh yeah.
And I'm a little bit. We might have already had it in the hand. That's why we didn't tinker for it. Because this card's a lot.
Yeah. Wow. But the question is, how can Aiden mess him up? It's not looking obvious how to mess him up.
Yeah, honestly, all these things are pretty good.
Yeah.
So, like, you don't want to cast the Ugin. You don't really want to cast the Khan. There's nothing to Stern Scolding. You can't Soporific Springs anything for value, really.
Yeah. Single Stupor is
Other than,
just target
like the Mana Vault, I guess. Yep. I mean, that is plus mana next turn, sure. But now, like, it's not great.
Yeah, was there a way to like Khan minus so you can look at the sideboards? They've changed the rules now, so you can't just automatically look at the sideboard.
Yeah, you could look at the sideboard, but like I don't know if that'll do very much.
Get a ballista, shoot your own Khan or something.
Oh yeah.
But then you've played an extra land for your opponent, and Rowan still has big boom booms.
Yeah, so now Rowan has 11 mana.
That's
We've assembled Tron in Highlander.
Yep.
Tap for 9, cast Darksteel Monolith,
Yeah.
and then we get to cast a free colorless spell.
Ugin's weirdly not that great in the matchup.
Yeah, this is the matchup where all the Ugins come out.
Yeah. It still draws a card,
Just to gain life and draw cards.
which that's good.
And it produces mana if you need more of that.
Yeah.
Also, in this deck, the ultimate is very real. Like, if you ultimate Ugin, you win the game.
Yeah. Trigger. Targets. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Put a million
actual
loyalty on my Planeswalker.
gain 3 life. It's still 23 to 17.
Yep.
Players just throwing haymakers back and forth, but no damage being done.
Well, we can deal 13. That's one thing about the Emrakul. She does promise the end.
It's true.
13 is nothing to sneeze at. Actually, can kill Planeswalkers like Ugin.
Yeah, hilariously, this Ugin is just probably going to just eat an Emrakul attack.
Yeah. Which, hey, draw a card, gain 16 life is pretty good.
The 7 mana, though?
Yeah, it's not great. But very impressive amount of life gain.
The big thing, so next turn, we get to Khan, go see what goodies are in the sideboard.
Yeah. What do you board in game one? Not all the stuff.
So what it'll actually be is like trying to set up Khan, Mycos, and Plytus.
Yeah.
If you can remove the Emrakul. That's the big problem.
yeah. Having a quick look, it doesn't look like.
That's really it.
Yeah.
Other than that, the sideboard is mostly sort of hateful artifacts, Grafdigger's Cage and that kind of thing. Curse Totem.
Yeah, it's not a super committed Khan board. It's mostly just like a handful of stuff, but not.
Yeah.
Rowan hasn't completely hamstrung his sideboard.
It is a bunch of haymakers, right? Some graveyard hay, Torpor Orb, Curse Totem. There's some nice graveyard hay there. And then it's also just a win condition for 10 mana, right?
Yeah. Manifold Key.
We're going to tap this Mana Vault so many times this turn.
Yeah, it's getting untapped. And maybe something will get unblockable, which is not
Seems
totally
unlikely.
irrelevant.
Well,
maybe something's going to get in the way of this Emrakul.
it does have flying and trample.
It's pretty crazy to give Emrakul, the Promised End, a key.
No, I don't think you're giving it a key. I think you're unlocking the door for it with the key.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it couldn't get through the locked door.
Yeah. Thank you so much. This is the one thing holding me back here.
Yeah. No hands, C. Can't undo door. Can't open doors.
Yeah, dexterity on Emrakul is like, that's her weakness.
High strength, low dexterity. Yeah.
Yeah. There's so much going on here. There's 4 mana in pool, colorless mana in pool, I believe.
I love Highlander. We
and
had some weird games.
Yeah.
There's also the Abstergo down there we can sacrifice if we want. Who knows what that land that we don't know what it is does?
Yeah, there's one between the Abstergo.
It's got a lot of words.
It looks like, there's, sometimes I feel like you've got to bring your opponent a bookmark for all the reading you're making them do. Because, you can't do it all in just one sitting.
I bet that's Abundant Countryside.
Abundant Countryside. That's I know those
It
words.
sure is.
Well played.
It makes 1/1 changelings.
Okay.
This is just better Ancient Ziggurat.
Yeah.
It's got 2 upgrades over Ancient Ziggurat. I don't think we'll be making 1/1s. I don't think that's what this game's about.
I think that would be a crazy turn of events if that's how this game ends up. As Mystic Forge is now being activated, we're getting rid of an Endurance. That's a Vibrance. Sorry. Yeah, that's very colorful for a colorless deck. And untapping more mana.
Yeah. We're just counting mana, making sure we've, good.
I think we're just double checking everything. We're gonna have to do some long division, all the mana that's been made, and then subtract 13 life from somewhere.
Yeah, from Ugin.
Okay.
Ugin goes bye-bye, and just to pass back. So, presumably a land on top of the deck.
Yeah.
We are also holding up Abstergo. We could get back either the One Ring or Khan, which is pretty appealing. But for Rowan, it's really a question of how does he answer this Emrakul?
Yeah.
I'm going to guess there aren't that many answers. Blocking it? No, wait.
Can't block it.
Wrong depth.
Got the key.
Well, that's true. You know what? You're right. There's an Odawara.
That does it.
If we make a really, really big one sheet on. That might be it, actually. There's a 1 ring to buy a turn.
That's good.
Sire of 7 Deaths can kind of race it.
Is there a Phyrexian Metamorph?
Oh, you know what there is, actually? There's a portal to Phyrexia. There is no Phyrexian Metamorph.
Because then you can just copy it.
No, a portal to Phyrexia is the real answer.
Yeah. That's the one that sacrifices.
Yeah, make them sacrifice 3 things.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're going to plus on Darksteel Monolith.
Yes.
So that'll become an indestructible 9/9.
Yep.
That'll kill people.
Yeah.
Now the problem with this is that 8/8. Sorry, my mistake. This card only costs 8 mana.
That's a 2-turn clock.
Yeah, the problem is how are you getting the second activation? Oh no, we're going to crew the battleship.
Oh. Okay, that's doing for where Kozilek's commanding for 5. Modes being, I don't know. Oh, that is...
Doesn't matter. Get lose focus.
Yeah, you couldn't focus enough on that, mate.
Get that out of here. I can't believe we're about to crew the battleship.
That's cool. Bang. What does that do when it attacks?
I don't think it does anything. It deals 10 damage. It's almost as big as Emrakul.
Yeah, almost. Holy. Okay, let's type him.
Oh, no, we got Ugin.
Ugin's alright.
Upstairs. Upstairs.
Rowan has not got great value
Check.
out of his Ugins, but they've been alright.
Put you in check. I think the monolith should be tapped. I believe we stationed our spaceship with it. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
And then Golos as well, because why not?
yeah,
Beat down deck.
don't believe it matters. Abstergo, both of them have one. That's cool.
This is one of the better colorless lands.
Yeah, both players are fan of the Assassin's Creed franchise.
Everyone loves regrowth and also graveyard hate on a land.
Yep. Goes to 2.
And now the Ugin is lethal, and so is the spaceship.
Yeah. So is Golos.
And so is Golos, and so is Khan. So... Wow, Emrakul's just not going to be enough, huh?
It just isn't it?
Hey, remember when we killed Ugin last turn instead of going to the face?
Yeah.
With the
Now we're
Emerald?
killing...
It would have been a 2-turn clock.
That's true. That's true. Would it have been? Yes, no, it would have been a 2-turn
Yeah, even with
clock,
the 3
even
extra
with the-
life.
Okay, what's going on here? It got the Manifold got tapped and untapped. We're getting back up Sturgo. We're going to get a 1 ring. That's good.
That will buy some time.
Yep. And
Is that a wooded foothills?
Yes, we're going to untap. Yeah.
No, it must be Grove of the Burnt Willows. It makes more sense. And yep, we're going to cast a 1 ring.
Yep. Do you draw a card?
Boy.
Oh, well, you can see if you want to draw a card. So probably not. Oh,
Voltaic key.
that's more keys.
This one doesn't help Emrakul get in, though.
Yeah. The 1 ring very good here. It's about when you're sitting there wondering, like, what the heck is my out? Usually, some of your outs start with the 1 ring.
Yeah, it's a good out to start with.
Yeah. Ooh,
Oh boy, Shadow Spear is a really good one.
that's yeah.
Oh, we might. Okay. We're going to keep playing.
This is a cool game.
This is a very particular type of magic, yeah.
Yep. Also, yeah, I was asking about tapping the 1 ring for drawing cards. Not actually necessary with the Mystic Forge.
Well, if you want to draw through a land, you might. Like
Yeah.
if there's a land on top.
But you don't really have to. Typically, when you're searching for answers with the 1 ring, you then have that balance. But here we have our card advantage.
Yeah. So Ugin pluses to shoot the Tezzeret, rather.
Yes. Can't go anywhere else. Really. We
Can now ultimate next turn.
that's more powerful.
Gain
things.
7, draw 7, put 7 permanents in play.
This is.
Just for some more life gain, you know, on both sides.
It feels like New Year's Eve with all the fireworks that are going off. This is crazy. This is.
So we're not attacking. Our spaceship is turned on. We don't have a Khan anymore, so the relic is back to being just a big hunk of metal. Are we thinking about attacking with Golos? Oh yeah, okay, we attacked the Tezzeret. We didn't attack with the battleship. I guess because we want to block to protect Ugin. But remember, there's a manifold key there. Never mind,
No,
it's
getting tapped.
Never mind, we're untapping manifold. Really, we didn't want to use the Voltaic key for that?
Voltaic key. Strictly worth.
I want to see unblockable Ugin.
I think Aiden cares not about blocks.
But there's a giant spaceship on the other side.
Yeah, that is pretty.
I mean, it's smaller than Ugin, but still. Smaller than Emrakul, rather.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to see the equip. Boy.
So now Emrakul has a little stick that
Right.
gives her life link. Is Aiden playing skateboard? Can we see Emrakul, the promise
skateboard?
to end it all, to do a kickflip? Please. As
No
Rowan goes,
skateboard.
Rowan, that's boom. That's a big.
Sorry to report, no skateboard.
That must be
Just
some
go
sort
straight to the face. We did. Okay.
of. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Not killing Ugin is risky.
Well,
Now.
I want to see the fireworks.
Yeah.
I want to see. I mean, you know what? I would have attacked Ugin, but I'm a fan of this too.
But now we're okay. Now, what's going on here? Still have access to 1,000,000 mana and plenty of cards available to Aiden.
Oh yeah, and there's still a Mystic Forge in play.
Yeah,
We can just start casting spells off the top of the library. See how far we get. This is great. Both decks with sort of limited clunky interaction, just getting to do their things.
Yeah.
See whose thing is bigger.
Yeah. Tap,
And
untap with.
Yep, 6. Down to 5. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, down to no.
And now 8 or
6
no?
floating. Yeah, good.
Okay.
6 floating. We're gonna cast.
Oh, that's a land for turn.
No, we're not allowed to play lands with. That is an artifact that has entered tapped with 3 counters on it for 2 mana. Oh, you know what that is? It's a mana rock.
Yeah,
That
probably.
is like Sphere of the Suns or something.
Something like that.
It is not Sphere of the Suns. That's not in here, but it's something like that. Oh, look, Ugin's back.
We're gonna Ugin. That's gonna gain life and draw a card.
This is really something.
Yeah. Well, blessed be to the coverage. We will get to see an ultimate Ugin happen this turn. Unless, of course, if Rowan doesn't want to. Here we go. Draw 7.
It's hard to believe. Yeah, hard to turn down. There you go. Solar Transformer. That's what that is.
Oh, heck yeah.
I told you it was basically Sphere of the Suns.
Yeah, it does look like that. Okay, bang.
2,
2,
3, 4, 5, 6. We got one more. Oh, boo. We only got 6. Well, that's quite good. That seems pretty good.
And gain 7 life as well. Just
And I think actually Rowan did not activate his spaceship, which is why we haven't seen counters on a standard attack. I think he just attacked with the Ada. So he now only has Golux in play and can't actually get rid of this Ugin. We're going to see...
Yeah, that's...
What was that? We just drew a bunch of cards? Oh, stock up.
Stock up, of course. Of course.
Yeah, good. And we have about 300 mana.
Yeah, this is overwhelming. Oh, console the star. I love this card, but this is looking at two. That's too much.
How many cards are we looking at?
Yeah, of course. You want two of these.
10 cards. Better dig through time.
Yeah, it is disappointingly a lot better than Dig Through Time, and especially here. This is game 1, by the way.
Yeah,
We're potentially 2 more games of this.
we got.
Oh, that's Emrakul that will tear the Aeons. And showing as well, by the way. Ever the gentleman.
Yeah, we got about 23 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah. And colorless cards cost 0 to cast, so
Well, one of them. 1 per turn.
Okay, because that 1 per turn was Emrakul. And
It's a good one. And then you get an extra turn.
that'll do it.
Rowan's going to win game number 1. And what a game it was.
Holy guacamole.
That was really something.
I think the Ugin might have been forgotten about, which is why it wasn't attacked. I have a.
Well, I think it might have been forgotten about because we. Oh, I see. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
By Aiden. I think there was so many things on the board.
There were a lot of things in play.
And it's pretty hard to tell.
Can't blame Aiden, to be honest.
And also, they are under time pressure. There's 22 minutes left on the round now. At some stage, like, the right play that takes a long time is worse than the bad play that takes not a long time. But it was a sweet one. We got to see some cool stuff go on there.
Now, we touched on it before, but the sideboards, there's not really anything here.
Yeah.
Carpenter Flowers for Aiden maybe comes in. There's some islands. I don't know if stuff like Cityscape Leveler and Mystic Forge should be in the main or whether they just stay in the sideboard as Khan targets.
Mm-hmm.
Wastegate Battle Mage is a nice one, but
what does that do?
That'll come in for sure. You don't know Wastegate Battle Mage?
I'm afraid to say I do not know it.
Like you've never played Eldrazi before.
Oh, this one. Yeah, I played against this card a bunch.
This card's really annoying.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
That one will probably come in because it says exile target artifact.
Yep.
Other than that, pretty hard to say any of the rest of this will come in.
Yeah, minimal sideboarding, hoping to keep the main deck nice and tight.
Notably, both players have like multiple Ugins that need to come out.
Yes, that's actually true.
Force of Negation.
Rowan's side, Force of Negation probably good.
I'm sorry, we'll jump over to Rowan's. Yeah.
Consigned to Memory.
Yeah, that's good.
Thought Knots here maybe, and maybe to China Sidebinder.
Yeah, I could see all those coming in.
There's a couple options. And again, there's a bunch of Ugins to get out of the deck, so, you know.
Do you go for the big brain play and bring in Submerge? I'm sure there's a forest somewhere in Aiden's deck. Surely.
We didn't see a forest that game, did we?
Not a single one.
Yeah, it's funny, because he does have green cards in his deck. So you'd think Submerge...
Zero mana removal spell if it gets turned on. I don't think it'll get brought in, but
I don't think so, but also...
I would be excited.
You know what? Rowan can just hardcast that. 5 mana.
That's true.
That's a small spell for me.
Yeah.
You know?
Can't deal with an Emrakul, though. No matter what kind.
That is true.
Which is what you've got to think about.
That is the kind of end states we're considering, yeah.
We're playing a totally different game.
This is...
It is very weird. Like, this is... There's only some similarity to the Magic I'm used to playing. But there's a lot of things that I don't recognize here.
Yeah. This is like Magic I usually play, except like little with like a times 3 next to it. Like it's a mathematical equation. It's just like normal Magic, but it's like 3 to 4 times bigger.
Yep, no, I understand exactly what you mean. Both players taking a mulligan, it looks like.
Yeah. So if you have like 3 lands that tap for 2 mana, your 6-drop is actually a 3-drop. You know?
Yes. That is, yep.
And then...
That's how Reality Smasher has been being played for years.
Yeah, it's functionally a 3 mana 5/5 haste.
Yeah.
Trample haste, excuse me. And then it starts to make more sense to me. So yeah, once you've got a solid understanding of maths...
I don't, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Aiden going first. Doesn't get to draw. This is not Commander.
No. Although it looks a lot like it at times.
Yeah, despite some of the spells being, oh, well, that's a good start.
Inventors Fair, meaning that our life pads are going to be very long.
Get our life gain turned on. Okay, so we got 5 mana on turn 2.
And that's a Manifold Key. That's more mana.
We got 6 mana on turn 2.
Okay, let's... Now what?
3,
Come on, do something cool.
2, 3.
Oh, no, that's
No,
not.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
2. Unlicensed Hearse.
Don't have a license for this hearse.
I guess it's better than Ugin.
If you crew that with a pilot, surely it's licensed at that point.
I don't know.
Or maybe
no,
the-
because I think the hearse is unlicensed. Just because the pilot is licensed.
The business practice is unlicensed.
Like I have
Got
a
it.
driver's license, but if I took an unlicensed car and drove it, it would still be unlicensed.
That's true. But it's not that big of a deal. You know?
Alec, please don't admit to any crimes on stream.
For the rest of this match, I will be very quiet.
Just a land and a pass back from Rowan. So has a counter spell up. How he's going to counter the whatever the large spell is being. That is.
What is that?
It costs 2 mana.
That's one of those mana rock things, I think.
Oh, you're right. That is one of the mana rocks. Yeah.
It's
It is a 2 mana rock. It is.
that I could never tell you the name of.
It is one of the talismans. Impossible to tell whether it's curiosity or impulse, but it's one of them.
As we are going to the Inventors Fair and we're looking for something cool to purchase at the fair.
I think really we just didn't want to have to write down life total changes every turn.
Oh, bless. As you know, what's a good thing at the Inventors Fair? The One Ring.
That's a crazy thing to invent.
Yeah. Sauron was at the Inventors Fair in what do they call the plane now? That is
It's called.
not called.
Yeah, it's not called that. We're not going to say
Yeah.
the name that they decided was inappropriate.
However, whatever it's called, Sauron has misplaced some jewelry.
Yes.
It's also very hard to find this Aetherwing.
No, it's called. It does start with A. Avishka.
Avishka, there we go.
There we go. Yeah. Anyway, that was what we found on Avishka was the One Ring.
Yeah. Which, what a... Frodo got lost.
That is going to be consigned to memory twice.
Yeah. You got to make sure that's... Okay, we tapped our...
I think for a second we thought that was lose focus or mana lake or something. We were preparing to pay mana, but that's not how consigned to memory works. Still though, that's a really important sideboard card to draw out, all right?
Yeah. Okay, we tap 4 whole mana, 4 lands, cast a Khan.
Just tapping for 1 mana lands, huh?
Yep. And Khan's good.
Seems very fair. I mean, it is very good looking at the 4 artifacts that are in play.
Of all the fair tones, this is one of the better ones.
Yeah. And you can go find something if you want.
And we're upticking on nothing.
Okay.
No artifact lands in play for Khan to just shoot down.
Yeah. Just
Land for turn.
land for turn. Yeah, good.
There's a forest!
Forest. Where's submerge?
Submerges online, gangsters.
And then just a pass back. So nothing from Aiden. Now I feel like Rowan is suddenly ahead.
Yep.
That's an Eldrazi temple. And the One Ring.
There we go.
Okay, well.
And we're done. And congratulations to Rowan. As one of the crazier matchups I've seen.
Yeah,
Comes to a
absolutely.
close there. Rowan having access to consigned memory was pretty dang good.
I mean, that was the difference, right? We saw both players cast the One Ring, and the one player had their One Ring resolve. So, yeah, it's a big deal. Welcome back to the booth here, our mono green booth. One of us is going to go change after this.
Yeah, what the heck, man.
Unbelievable. But we'll be back pretty soon, actually, with our final round of the Swiss.
Yeah.
So stick around.